Hello again. I just rewatched like the last few minutes of my last video just to know where I ended up. And I'm laughing because I remember dropping my shoe from like the second floor and then panicking and running down. So yeah, that's where I was. Now then, yes, we ended up at the yoga studio, what I was telling, on the 6th or the 9th now. It is/was my first mountain bike day. More about that later. And it also is Father's Day here, which is kind of special considering the goal of my trip. Yeah, so that about today. We have the 9th of September, like I said. But back to the 6th. Oh, by the way, this is my new very cool hotel where from now on, the rest of my trip is actually paid for by, well, the big amount of money that I spent on the mountain biking tour, and it's like more or less all included. Only for the bike there's an extra fee, but yeah. But like I said, like the third time now, back to the 6th of September in the yoga studio. First of all, I got a birthday treatment, which was cool, which was a facial. And I generally don't like facials actually because they burn my skin a little bit, make me feel, well, I have sensitive skin and I react to some things, but it was tolerable and I got a nice massage with it, and then I had like a face mask or something, I think, that had to stay on for 10 minutes, and in the meantime she gave my legs a massage, and yeah, she did some cleaning, and she even pinched out some of my zits. I don't know if that's standard, but apparently I can understand why it's fun to do so. No. And then afterwards I had the Kundalini sound healing session, which was also pretty cool. Yeah, it's first sort of the breathing exercise that you do before you go meditating as well, to really find your peace, and then they do with the sound bowls some, I don't know, my eyes were covered, so they close off your eyes so you don't see what they do, I guess, but they do some stuff with the sound bowls, like multiple ones at the same time at different positions next to your body, and apparently it has something to do with chakras in your body. Mine, I think the one here, my third eye chakra is apparently very responsive because like my body shook multiple times. I felt it too, so yeah, I have a very sensitive area. I don't know, this is an area in the back that reacts very strongly to me, like for example kisses in the neck or something can have the same effect, and I don't know why, but I like it though. Yeah. Then afterwards I was not sure what to do actually, so I decided to go like discover. I chatted a little bit with the guy from the sound healing massage and the sound healing session and the yoga studio, but then I decided to maybe go into Kathmandu and check out some of the things to see here, which I ended up not doing because when I went one floor down afterwards, after using the bathroom, the sound healing guy was there. He was playing the guitar on a balcony with a little table from a restaurant, I guess. And he was like, oh, want to sit here and drink coffee with me? And I was like, sure, but no coffee. And then I sat there for maybe 1.5, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. Because at that point it started raining like crazy, the monsoon again, yeah? And even thunderstorming so bad, but really like creepy. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of thunderstorm, but this one was, at a certain point there was a thunder, a sound that was so devastating that I thought that the building collapsed or something. It was really, really hard. But I enjoyed a sandwich there, like a panini sandwich with a masala tea, which is the best tea ever. People from India also know this one. They call it chai, probably. which is with milk and a lot of spices, and I like it so much. It tastes delicious. You should try it if you're either in India or Nepal. Yes, and then I sat there for a long time, like I said. We met this Iranian girl. She was reading there. She had also quite an interesting story. They were part of the army for a few years, I think, or a month, I don't know. She was sitting there alone, but she had a friend sleeping in a hostel nearby, hotel nearby. We got to talking. So she was in the army. They both were in the army, and she wanted to do some film production studies, or as far as I understood it, they were starting it or after traveling or something. Yeah, and this other girl of her, a friend of her, had the birthday on the 8th, so the day after mine. Yeah, and she showed up also. We talked a little bit, and it was nice. The sound healing guy was a free spirit for sure. He lived for music, and yeah, I don't know, like, I cannot describe it. It was a free spirit. Yeah, then I went to my hostel because it was after 6 by then. I thought maybe I go refresh and find some place to eat if I felt up for it, but I just ate the panini, so then I didn't. And then I talked. Yes, that's what happened. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's 3 days ago, and a lot happens when you're in a holiday, you know that. So yeah, I ended up in the hostel, installing my stuff for the night. Then this guy, friendly guy, just waved at me and came by to chat, asked my story. He was a photographer. He is a photographer, and found my story so interesting, wanted to take pictures sometime, so we didn't plan anything or something, which I thought was okay. He did portrait photography, so he showed me his work. It's really, really beautiful. And he was chilling on the roof. There was a wonderful view from the roof of the hostel with some other people. So I first, after like installing everything in my own room, I joined them on the roof, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go into town in like 20 minutes, and I kind of invited myself to join because I also felt like it, because, you know, I didn't do it before. And then we went to a restaurant called Places, which is vegetarian, vegan food. Nice food, actually. But we shared one plate of a salad, because I wasn't very hungry, obviously, since I just had the salad at, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And the salad, the panini. I don't know what I said. Doesn't matter. So yeah, we shared the salad. I drank a cocktail. We shared a water. We shared some, what's the name? Eggplant chips, they called it, but it's more like fried in, I don't know, in flour or something with a dip. It wasn't bad at all. For someone who doesn't like eggplant, that says a lot. Yeah, we talked, and then we went to the next place, which was a bar. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, my travel company. This was more like a chill out bar. They also serve food there, but we went there for drinks. He suggested this cocktail to me, which I didn't feel like, because it's not my kind of cocktail. I don't like what is it called? Citrus fruits. So I kindly refused for that one. And then he ended up drinking not a cocktail. And at that point, he kind of made it clear that he was interested in more than just my company. After I've been talking about my boyfriend like the entire night and telling him that I was happy with him and it was new for me and whatever, you know. Still, he felt like I was living in a place that I'm not really at the moment. So yeah, things got awkward. I felt like going back to the hostel, so I did, and he went to meet up with another friend after that. So we had an awkward goodbye, like, yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who wants to be friends if there's attraction. And I was like, yeah, but there is no attraction from my part, and I am the kind of girl who looks for friends and not for more. So yeah, that was that. By then it was maybe 10:30 or something, so I went back to the hostel and then made the video where I dropped my shoe. And then after called a little bit more, video called, and then went to sleep. Then the day after, if I'm not mistaken, was my actual birthday. Was it? Was it the same day? No, we're still at the 5th. I'm not sure. The first day in Kathmandu. Yeah, it must have been my birthday then, the day after. Let me count. Sunday the 2nd. Okay, I'm gonna do this without video filming. I'll make a new video in a second.